Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I may not be sponsored by Visa or MasterCard, but sometimes I have to give credit where credit is due. I have been talking behind the scenes to some people who probably want to remain anonymous, and since they haven't said I should use their names, I will keep them anonymous. But they've been saying, Prof, what the heck is up with this $10 a month Black ISO store that feels about as outdated as most of this game? Isn't there going to be some kind of effort to update it? And I said, I don't know when, because if I ran Kabam, or if I even worked for Kabam, and Lord knows my mental health would be the worst it's ever been, and that's probably saying something, if I did those things. But if I did those things, I would make some kind of announcement saying, you want to subscribe to the Black ISO store. You need to subscribe to the Black ISO store. And yes, the number one reason for this continues to be, even though I hate this champion items category BS, the inventory caps. So much of the inventory caps is determined and certainly helps by the Black ISO store. Got 125 SIG stones. And then, of course, when it comes to catalyst, that's really where you make your bread and butter. You can see I've got 15 tier 4 basic in overflow, 9 tier 5 basic. I got tier 2 alpha for days, 31 in overflow. I don't even know how that happened, but it happened. So all that's to say, inventory caps are the main source of motivation to purchase the Black ISO store. But besides that, we have not seen a change that's really significant for a long time. But that sort of changed this week, because unexpectedly and without any flair whatsoever, this appeared. And what's funny is I've been hoarding and building up my Black ISO store credits for a long time now. And I haven't really been tempted to use them because there's been nothing worth buying. It is so easy now, if you play even moderate amounts of the game, to get a 6-star basic or even 6-star featured crystal worth of 6-star shards. So that's not going to entice me. But a 7-star is certainly worth getting excited about. Now you'll notice the jump from a 3-star to a 4-star is double. And the jump from a 4-star to a 5-star is slightly more than double. But the jump from a 5-star to a 6-star is slightly double. And the jump from a 6-star to a 7-star is actually slightly double. So they've at least kept this ratio, unlike the incursion artifacts ratio between 5 and 6 stars and 6 and 7 stars particularly. But that was sort of evened out by at least one of the crystals because of extra artifacts in special events. But as it stands right now, here's my big thing. The number one reason why you want to buy this, besides inventory caps, because it's not this BS, was a combination of things, but primarily it was this 6-star Scarlet Witch. Now, check out what history says about this. 5-star Scarlet Witch is slightly more than double 4-star Scarlet Witch, and 6-star Scarlet Witch is slightly more than double 5-star. So one would assume that 7-star Scarlet Witch would be like 350 of this, which of course 350 of this currency is much more, almost 100 more than a 7-star basic crystal. But if you're wanting people to stay invested in a game that is currently having a Caps Commissary pathetic event, you've got to be able to give them something else to work toward. And I just want to say, the other thing that I like about this is this 6-stone trader. Now, I wish it was a generic 6-stone, but at least it's better than what we've seen, because it's also a 1-to-1 ratio, which I appreciate and don't always see. And as usual, this stuff is fine, but it's not amazing. And if they want to help this too, why is this not 1-to-1 for tier 3 class catalyst? I mean, that also makes $0 and literally 0 cents. So on one hand, I think it's a good start to have the 6-star 6-stone crystals, though I think that you should be able to trade more than 3 in. And the 7-star hero crystal and 6-star 6-stones are important because you can get them easily, especially if you're Thronebreaker or Paragon, I believe, or maybe even Cavalier, from the 22-hour event milestones. But at the same time, it's 7-star Black Isostor Scarlet Witch, because there's a fun argument as to what's a better value, getting the 7-star basic crystal, which could easily give you somebody that you're not excited about, or another dupe of somebody you don't need, or an awakening of somebody you don't need, or a guaranteed 7-star champion in Black Isostor Scarlet Witch. And I do think she hasn't aged the best. She's fine, but I don't see her in Battlegrounds, for example, and I don't see people who use her, and I haven't seen anyone ascend her. Maybe they're out there and I just haven't seen them. But this is a good first step, but there's still a huge thing missing, and that is, among other things, the 7-star Black Isostor Scarlet Witch. So, would you like to see her soon, or are you cool with this? Maybe I'm just not reading the room. Maybe we need nothing else besides what's already there in front of us. I don't know. I just know personally I like to see the 7-star Black Isostor Scarlet Witch. That'd be a fun video to do, but for now, it's just wishful thinking.